Ciao a tutti, Marcello here. 2025 is expected to be a big year for games of all kinds, there's no doubt about that. JRPG fans are no doubt excited about the spring, lavish Clair Obscur, but there are a ton of indie games, remaster of classics, and ambitious solo projects on the horizon throughout the year. Which ones are you the most excited to play? Be sure to tell us in the comments after you watch this video. Let's go!
エラへようこそ。命に代償が伴う土地。すべての就任が一切の。
We don't know too much about Artisan Studios' upcoming title Lost Hellden, but everything that we have seen points to a very promising adventure. The game's and painted art style gives it the feel of the classics, underscored by a soundtrack from the great Hitoshi Sakimoto. Lost Hellden explores a world where every person is born attuned to one of the 7 deadly sins and must live their life resting the urge to succumb to it. There are 7 scenes and 8 playable characters, so it's likely that there will be one party member for each, with protagonist Sifel existing outside the usual order of things somehow. We'll find out when the game launches later this year on PC and consoles. If you enjoyed the 2022 ode to 16-bit JRPGs Chained Echoes, then you'll be delighted to know that there's a new adventure in store for the Crimson Wings, coming in Q2 of 2025. The Ashes of Elrant DLC adds a new storyline just before the end of the main game, including new places to explore, enemies to fight, and even a new party member. It focuses on Len and the Order of Leonor, so it will probably be an especially exciting expansion for lore hounds who love a good backstory.
こんにちは、目黒庄司です。
Undarkness is an indie project by Soshi Meguro, the composer and director of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. You can definitely see the stylistic similarities in the game's sci-fi soldiers, but this will be a different experience altogether from his work with Atlas. Combat and exploration in the game's world, devastated by a nuclear war, seems to have a feeling similar to Valkyria Chronicles. Positioning, cover, and teamwork will all be just as essential as the traditional JRPG starter grind to surviving Guns and Darkness, which is expected to launch sometime this year on PC and consoles.
I've been having nightmares. Being out here isn't what I expected.
Probably the most anticipated JRPG in the first half of 2025, Clair Obscur has gotten a lot of attention for its beautiful visuals and hunting concept. The members of Expedition 33 are on a life or death mission to destroy an entity called the Paintress, who awakens once a year and simply erases a portion of humanity from existence. Clair Obscur's combat, which blends real-time and turn-based controls for a fluid combo system, looks like it could be just as compelling as its story and characters. This is definitely one to watch when it launches on the 24th of April 2025 on PC and consoles.
We need to cross the sea? Bulger said you could help?
All right. Ready to sail like a snail.
This is a much better way to travel.
We're gonna take down the Paintress, just the three of us?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward. Paintress! Us!
As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
I'm so very sorry. My friend.
まさか、お前は兄さん？
そうだ。俺には見えている。
The final entry in the Fuga trilogy is coming on the 28th of May, which means you have plenty of time to get caught up on the first two games and get to know the characters. The series follows a group of children who make their home within an enormous battle tank, using its power to defend themselves in a war-torn world. Like previous games, you'll fight by assigning crew members to battle stations on board the Tyrannis, but there are new and exciting battle features that make the combat in Fuga 3 different from anything the series has seen before, on PC and consoles.
I have a personal stake in this. A dear friend of mine is being caught in the crossfire.
Trails through Daybreak II continues the current storyline in a one-of-a-kind Legend of Heroes series. Focusing on murder, mystery and investigation in the Calvad Republic, it's a chance to continue exploring deeper into one of the most detailed JRPG settings ever created. Trails through Daybreak II allows for seamless battle transitions, and its new cross-charge and X-chain systems offer combos and tricks beyond anything available in the previous titles. It's definitely an exciting new game for fans of the series, and it's just around the corner, launching on the 14th of February 2025. A lot of games claim to be inspired by retro classics, but Legends of Astravia could have what it takes to really call itself one. It has more than just a pixelated look reminiscent of the PS1 golden age. It uses that aesthetic to complement its gameplay and storytelling. It bills itself as a short but packed RPG that you won't soon forget, which is enough to get our attention when it launches in 2025 on PC. While it might not have attained the same legendary status as this Gaia, Ni's Phantom Brave is another strange tactical RPG that's very worthy of your attention. The Lost Hero is a brand new sequel to the 2004 classic, giving Ash and Marona an unexpected but welcome return to the spotlight.
Confine souls into everything, from robots and buggies to cannons.
Marona is able to summon and command ghosts called phantoms, and by binding them to objects on the gridless combat map, you'll be able to create all sorts of setups and combos. Whether you fondly remember the original game or will be setting out fresh, there will be plenty of gameplay and challenges in store with this title.
Stealing powers? Just who are you?
Hey! Are you a phantom that can speak? I'm a phantom. I can't talk to anyone or touch anything. Apricot, please trust me. Now fight by my side! Wait, Ash?
I am Gray, not Ash. Phantom Brave, the Lost Hero.
I think it's time, Red.
I told you, my name is Ringo.
Wonder Stars uses a light deck-building mechanic to let you create over-the-top anime moves on the fly during combat. By stringing adjectives and other modifiers together, you can power up your attacks like only a retro anime hero can. Why just kick when you can unleash a Mega Chaos Dragon Kick? The game's animated cutscenes and battles add to the feel of playing your way through a classic OVA. Wonder Stars is expected to launch later this year, and in the meantime there's a playable demo available to try on Steam.
I've never seen the stars like this before.
Well, make sure you put on your seatbelt.
With its exciting concept and lovely visuals, Blue Banshee's debut title Maliki is a promising look at things to come from the studio. It follows the adventures of Sand, one of a handful of survivors from an attack on the entire space-time continuum by an all-consuming plant called poison. Sand and her companions need to repair the timeline bit by bit until they can destroy poison and restore continuity. Battles allow for time manipulation, moving enemies and allies around on the initiative tracker to get the best positioning for combos. Luckily, you won't need a time machine to try Maliki, as its 11 March release date will be here before you know it, on PC and consoles. Threads of Time is very clearly inspired by Chrono Trigger in the best possible way. If the venerated time travel RPG were ever to make a return with a new game, this is what we'd want it to look like. A true spiritual successor, if ever there was one, Threads of Time follows the exploit of heroes from prehistory to the far future and many eras in between, working together to save the world that they share. Between stunning pixel graphics in 3D environments and lavish animated cutscenes, this could be the game that Chrono fans have been yearning for over the last 30 years, on PC and consoles.
Prepare to remake history.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned.
Imagine Ogre Battle as a roguelite and you won't be far off from what to expect from To the Grave, the Wildlands of Faenora. Smart positioning of your squad on a 3x3 grid lets you capitalize on bonuses, creating formations capable of overcoming any foe. With plenty of unique customization including advanced classes and gear, as well as story decisions to navigate, Faenora looks to be a game well worth multiple playthroughs. It's likely to be an exciting pick for fans of the classics when it enters early access in 2025 on PC.
Each journey brings new friends, new enemies, and new paths. To the Grave, the Wildlands of Faenora, a roguelike tactical RPG. How will you shape the Wildlands? Join the adventure at @FaenoraVerse on X, Twitter, and wishlist Wildlands on stream.
If you know Lunar Silver Star Story and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, then they need no further introduction. They are among the most beloved JRPGs of their day. If you're not familiar with these classics, then the upcoming remasters are the perfect time to see why they're held in such high regard. The collection includes both games set in the same world but 1,000 years apart, and their old-school PS1 graphics and 90s anime cutscenes have never looked better. Lunar and Lunar 2 are an essential part of any JRPGs enthusiast's collection, so mark your calendar for 18th April 2025 on PC and consoles. If you're looking for a game that's fresh, fun, and doesn't take itself too seriously, the demo for My Familia could be a good place to start. If being billed as a turn-based buddy cop isekai RPG isn't enough to get your attention, then the game's irreverent tone and bizarre cast of characters certainly will.
Boosters and looters, you can make friends here or make maneuvers, and if you choose the latter, you'll make it up the ladder.
My Familia's bright neon palette against the drab browns of its inner city setting makes it stand out all the more. It's a great reminder that JRPGs don't need to be all swords and spiky hair, and it's coming toward the end of 2025 on PC.
My familiar, cause these streets is getting grittier, and they about to tear the whole city up. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R yeah, they know who we are, yeah. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, cause they know who we are. I heard Mr. D took a spill, man, upon first look, he was clumsy and slipped, or was he actually pushed? There's no probable cause that says he broke any laws. Now he's cracked out on the street, shell covered in gauze. The higher you climb, it's the harder you fall. They can't protect your rights if they don't exist at all. Man, another day in which city where the poor get ignored and the rich get busy. Guilty till proven wealthy in these courts. So we don the cake to get much needed support. And I can guarantee in the end, victory won. Get familiar with familiars, we get the job done. Yeah. Need help, police is getting busier. You better call up my familiar. Cause these streets is getting grittier. And they about to tear the whole city up. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, they know who we are, yeah. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, cause they know who we are, come on.
At first glance, you might think that Seed of Pandora was a lost Super Nintendo title. Even the fonts feel straight out of 1993 in the best possible way. The animated cutscenes and modern quality of life improvements though remind you that this is a title made with the advances that game design has made since the old days. The world of Pandora is nourished by the Gaia tree, but 100 years ago the monks charged with tending the tree were banished. Naturally, seemingly small events will grow into world-spanning catastrophes if Bastien and his small band of heroes don't do something about it. We'll find out just how it all plays out very soon as Seed of Pandora launches on the 6th of February 2025 on PC. Oddventure feels like Labyrinth meets Undertale, a strange and dark RPG about a teenage girl rescuing her brother from the magical world of Luxia. Choices matter, even the smallest one, and yes, you have the power to kill or spare every enemy you encounter. There's no telling whether Oddventure will have the same cultural impact as Undertale, but its overall vibe seems like to attract at the very least a small but dedicated fanbase. We'll find out when it enters early access on the 6th of March 2025. solo developers Ross McRitchie's Cairn Mathair's Curse asked the question, what if Earthbound was Scottish? The game's music, visuals and combat are all deeply reminiscent of the Super Nintendo cult classic, but steeped in the creator's love for his heritage and culture. If the demo is anything to go by, it's one of the closest approximations of Earthbound style that we ever seen. The full game is expected to launch soon with a listed release date of Q1 2025 on PC. Suikoden is another all-time classic of the PS1 era, getting a remaster this year, and like Lunar, there will be a collection of the first two games. Suikoden games are famous for their massive rosters, and both titles in the collection have 108 heroes to recruit. The remasters are packed with quality of life improvements, including autosaves and a fast-forward feature in battles. We'll have to wait and see if they become the definitive versions of these iconic games, but not long. The 6th of March release date is coming quickly on PC and consoles. Seed of God, an ambitious solo project designed to be immersive and challenging. As you explore the isolated Isle of Avalon, it's entirely up to you which avenues to explore and which choices to make, with no objective markers or set quests. The idea of a truly open-ended JRPG is a compelling one, so we'll be curious to see whether Seed of God can follow through on its lofty goals. It will be one to keep an eye on as it gets closer to launch throughout the year on PC.
My name is Tira, and this is my story.
다 죽어가는 행성이라 멀쩡한 게 하나 없다니까.
More JRPGs should have mecha combat, and Ikina Games, the Starbites, is helping to close that gap. As a scavenger named Lukida on a desert planet Bitter, you'll scout for parts and upgrade the mechs of your party members while uncovering the secrets of the mysterious oracle. Combat uses a system called Driver's High, which allows characters to take extra turns regardless of initiative order, gaining extra perks in the process. We are looking forward to explore Bitter and getting to know Lukida and her friends when the game launches later this year, hopefully on PC.
그러고 보니 행성 어딘가에 바다도 있다고 했었지.
정말? 와, 보물 찾기다.
조만간 멀리 나갈 일이 생길지도 모르겠어.
스타바이츠.
Few are worthy of the title you are about.
It's uncertain whether Pixelated Milk's upcoming title Sacrifire will actually launch in 2025, as no official release date has been given, but it bears mentioning as it's one we're following closely. The 2.5D JRPG adventure looks absolutely stunning and promises some unexpected twist to the usual tropes you've come to expect. Sacrifire's War of Gods and Demons will be scored by Motoi Sakuruba, Tales and Star Ocean fame, and the developers have done great work before with titles like Warsaw, so whatever it launches in 2025 or not, we're expecting good things from this game, on PC and consoles.
Damn it! Where did the thief go? Give me the Malcora! No!
Etheria Restart is a visually jaw-dropping JRPG set in a virtual world where humanity has gathered while their bodies remain in stasis to wait out a climate disaster. Corruption from a force called Genesis threatens to destroy this last refuge, leaving it up to you to save the day. It's currently in beta testing, so hopefully we'll see a launch date announcement sooner rather than later. This video ends here. Let me know what you think about all these games in the comments below. And remember to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and also consider supporting me through all my pages. Wish you the best. Ciao!